This week on OSRL, we begin construction of the final wall of our house. This wall will be made with earthbags, and it seems like it's going to be particularly challenging.
Alright, how's it going everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're new here, my wife and I are building our own home off-grid here in the Arizona desert. But if you caught our last video, what were we doing on our last video?
We were getting ready to build our final wall.
And now we are going to start building. So we got those forms ready. We're about ready to put those forms up, start doing the barbed wire, and start building this wall. So how are you feeling? You weren't feeling too good during the last video. You had problems with your legs, with the nerves.
Yeah, I've been doing some stretching and I feel a lot better.
And you feel like you can be out here doing the hard work? It's going to be a lot of hard work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know until I do it.
You don't know until you do it. I guess we should try doing it then. All right, let's start uncovering those bags, then put up the forms, and we'll start laying that barbed wire. All right, we're all uncovered. Exposing the bags to all the harmful UV light. All right, let's get these forms in place.
We built these forms, which will create a space for our doorways. These are temporary structures that will be removed after the wall is complete. The type we built is called a mineshaft style door form. The sides of the form create a flat surface for the bags to be laid against and are slightly wider than the bags, so the bags won't wrap around the form.
Perfect. All right, so we got those forms up, and today we're going to start laying bags. Jess will be out here in a little bit. She's going to do barbed wire, but in the meantime, I'm going to get over there. I'm going to start prepping some of the dirt, get it all shoveled into the carts, get it all wet so it's ready to go, and then time to start laying bags, y'all. Very exciting. All right, good morning. Now, I just want to give a shout out to this lady here. She didn't get much sleep last night. Few hours only. But she's out here ready to throw some barbed wire. You ready? This is all you. But I already got dirt ready, see? Oh, UV's going to eat the dirt. Oh. Are you sure you want to be doing this today?
I don't know.
It's dangerous on 8 hours of sleep. I don't know about 3 hours of sleep. You want me to get you some goggles?
Maybe. Actually,
Probably not a bad idea in general, right?
I think I want some sunglasses at least. Barbed wire is an important part of the earthbag building process. It acts as a Velcro mortar, sticking rows of bags together. It also adds tensile strength to the wall.
All right, y'all. Barbed wire is all laid. Dirt's still ready to go. Just ready to go. We're ready to do bags. How you feeling? Doing okay running on 3 hours of sleep?
Usually when building with earth bags, we use bag stands to hold the bags upright and open, making it easier to quickly dump dirt into them. This time we found that the opening of these bags were a little too small for the stand, actually making it harder to add the dirt. We opted to not use any stand. Instead, Jim helped me get the first bit of dirt into the bag, and the dirt itself created a stable base. Then I rolled the bag down a bit to firm up the top and help it stay open on its own. I did not think this all the way through. Short bag, so it's not too heavy. Is it okay like right here?
Yeah.
I don't want it all the
Yeah,
way.
you don't want to smash it up against the panels.
Okay.
Are you satisfied? You don't, doesn't seem like you trust that first bag.
Well, no. It sets the standard.
It does set the standard, yeah. It's the one that's got to be perfect.
Yes. Is it? It's probably good.
Yeah, it looks good. Does it look centered?
I guess.
Are you centered? Uh-oh. Need balance, Jess. We've been watching a lot of Karate Kid. You know, while we're out here busting our butts, Yuvia's inside taking a nap. How much do you want to be taking a nap right now?
More than you know.
She said she'll take a nap for you.
That's very kind.
Do you feel the rest entering into your body? Oh, you eating that dirt? You're nasty. All right, so it's getting late in the day, and man, we are both getting exhausted. And we're not even done with the first course yet. We're just gonna have to kind of finish off this middle section, and we're gonna have to try and finish the rest off tomorrow. But this first course is definitely gonna be one of the more difficult ones because we're gonna be adding buttresses to this other door. So a lot more work yet to come. So how does it feel to be back doing earthbags?
I'll say I don't really miss it too much. I think it's a cool, kind of interesting way of building.
Yeah, yeah.
But it is very labor intensive. And I feel like every year that goes by, it gets a little harder for us to do that.
I'm glad we're doing this at the age we are. I don't think the two of us, maybe a decade down the line, could knock out as many bags as we're doing. But and still, it's a challenge.
But I like that, you know, pretty simple as far as the materials and just using the dirt we have here. Luckily, the type of soil we have here is great for this type of work.
Absolutely perfect. Yep.
And we still have bags left over from our previous Earthbag projects.
That's why we're still using the single bags. You know, we could be playing around with Super Adobe, Hyper Adobe, but we still have a lot of bags, so I definitely want to use some of these up. We definitely don't want those to go to waste.
Yeah.
I mean, these were going to get thrown out previously, but luckily we were able to rescue them at a very low cost to us, and it's been perfect to build with. It is challenging, don't get me wrong, building using these single bags. You know, it's just filling each bag individually, using the barbed wire. But for us, the price was right. Reusing those bags, make sure they don't go to waste.
I think that's something that makes me feel good about using this as well and doing this particular type of technique because we were able to kind of upcycle these bags and put them to a permanent use in our house.
Last bag of the day. Nice. We're gonna use the step to get up. You got the weirdest places to lay down, you know that?
One of Jim's jobs in building this wall is preparing and delivering the dirt that I will then use to fill the bags. He shovels our clay-rich subsoil into a cart, removes the large rocks, and adds water to moisten it. He then wheels the heavy cart or wheelbarrow over to the worksite. One cart only fills about 2 to 3 bags, and then he has to get more dirt again.
You laying your head right on them rocks? That can't be comfortable. Well, there's some straw there too. A little bit of hard, a little bit of soft. Not that straw is particularly soft and does get kind of pokey.
It's fluffy, but it's pokey.
All right, this is the next day. Bright and early. Well, not super early, but definitely bright. And we still got to finish the first course. Oh my goodness, we couldn't get it done yesterday. But no retreat, no surrender. We're gonna knock out the rest of this first course. Of course, we still got to add those buttresses, so it's gonna be a little complicated. But how are you feeling today?
It's hard to say right now, but so far I feel okay.
So far, I feel okay. All right, I'll take it. Did you get good sleep?
I don't know if it was good, but it was better than the night before.
All right, well, that's gonna have to do. All right, let's get it done. Boom. You ready to get it done? You ready to get it done?
Sometimes with earthbag construction, buttresses are needed. We're adding buttresses to our build to add some lateral support to the wall. In the case of our design, we probably don't actually need the buttresses, as our wall has a significant curve to it. We also have a long intersecting wall in the middle, All of these things add lateral support. But we wanted to add buttresses on each side of the doors just to be safe, as door openings tend to be the weakest part of the wall.
So some people have been asking us, why start with the earth bags when we still got to finish putting the roof on? And a couple of things. One, it is pretty windy out here, so I'm not quite sure if I'm comfortable hauling panels up there to put them on top of the roof. But the second thing is we are still in some of the cooler months. So this, like I said, this work is really labor intensive. So if we can get this done during the cooler months, that's going to be a lot better for us than trying to pound these bags during the hot, sweaty summer months. So I'd rather be pounding bags in the cooler weather and then maybe having to do the roof when it's warmer. So that's the big reason for that. All right, so we got our first course of the new wall done. I mean, there's a couple courses beneath this, but that's the foundation course. I'm calling this one course 1. I estimated we have about 14 courses that we have to do to finish this wall, which is a decent amount. I was thinking that maybe this wouldn't be too bad, but it is a pretty decent sized wall. It's a pretty big wall. It is the same size as the dome. Of course, the dome is a full circle, but you're looking at a 20-foot diameter here. So it is quite a bit of bags that we got to lay. Although we're only going about approximately 6 feet high. So shouldn't be too bad, but it is still going to be a lot of work. How do you feel about this whole thing? Course number 1 done of the last wall.
It seemed like more than I thought it would be.
I think I brought it up before, but it's still like half the full circumference of the dome.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not going to be anywhere near as high, but that's still like a 20-foot diameter.
We have the dividing wall in the middle, and that's 10 feet long. And then we have 4 buttresses, and each one of those is 3 feet long, so that's another 12 feet. So it adds up. It's actually quite a bit.
So each of these courses are still going to be quite labor intensive to kind of put out. But we are using smaller bags, so it doesn't take quite as much dirt to fill each bag. Mm-hmm. So that's the bright side. But I'm still estimating maybe about 13 more courses to possibly finish this off. So it's going to be a lot. Good morning. Well, I don't know if you could tell, but it's a little soggy out here. We got some rain. In the early morning hours, we got a good 1/10 of an inch of rain. Not a ton of rain, but it is enough to get things nice and soggy out here. So because we're not in the summer months, we're not even in the spring yet, it's going to take a while for this to dry out. And it's just going to be way too difficult to push any carts, especially around those areas where I've been moving dirt. It's just going to be really soggy. Those carts are just going to get loaded up with dirt around the wheels. But that's okay. We got to make a trip into town, so this is a perfect opportunity to do that. We're going to load UV up in the Tahoe and take a little trip. All right, we're headed out. UV looks excited for the trip. We're making our first stop. Jess is getting out. Yuvia is not happy. She wants to jump out and explore. So even though with that rain delay, I'm not at all disappointed. It was nice taking a little family trip, getting Yuvia out there. We had to take care of a couple of things, and then I did kind of splurge on myself a little bit and got a new wheelbarrow. The one I've been using, the wheel's getting all cockeyed, and I might have to kind of work with it and see if I can get that fixed up. All right, we're at the home away from home. And Yuvia wants out. She's ready for this trip to end. I did get a brand new wheelbarrow. I think this will be perfect. We got to move a lot of dirt here very shortly, filling these bags. So I really wanted something that I could haul that dirt around here with that's not going to, cause any injury. And I thought that was kind of worth it. So with this wheelbarrow and the gorilla cart, I think those are going to be absolutely invaluable out here because I'm just going to need so much dirt. Now I'll be kind of applying some cob, protect those bags, going a little straw heavy on this cob to make it a little bit more rain resistant, but that should protect some of these bags, especially these lower foundation bags that have been sitting there for a while. They could already be experiencing some degradation, so we want to make sure that they don't degrade any further. Make sure they're well protected. Oh, course number 1 is done. Man, that was some course too. Of course, the course was a little bit bigger than we had intended. We had to build those extra buttresses, so it took a little bit more time this time, but what a cool accomplishment. Thanks so much for joining us. Man, I'm so excited. Course number 1 done. And we're just going to build up from here. So 13 more to go, approximately. Let's have a countdown and let's knock this out. You ready to knock this out? Let's do it. All right, y'all. We'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for building with Earthbags again. And we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.